Mockups, their role and creation. Whether you've heard of mockups but don't fully understand what they are for, have some basic understanding you want to reinforce, or you are just looking into the app development process and are completely new to the term, this article is for you. I'm going to keep it short and sweet and use my knowledge and experience of mockups to outline for you what they are and how you can make them. What are mockups? A mockup is a very basic visualization of your project or even a part of the project. A picture that shows the way you imagine your app or site will look like and therefore helps to understand how it will work. Why are they needed? A mockup is simply the most practical way to clearly communicate your ideas to your developer. Imagine you have a website and you want to add a new page to it. You could try and explain verbally to the developer what needs to be done on the page, where it links to, and from on, and so on. But given that websites and apps are a visual medium, it's much clearer to explain with the help of a picture. This is especially important if you later on want someone to design this new page or section or feature. One nice thing about mockups is that you don't need to worry about their quality. They are done purely for your own personal benefit and for a few more people who will need to understand what you have in mind before the more formal plans get drawn up. They can be as basic as a pencil sketch on a piece of paper or even a classic back of a napkin plan. Alternatively, you could get a little more advanced and use a specialized online tool for creating mockups. It doesn't really matter though, as long as they fulfill their goal to communicate the end result that you want to create. What should they include? Keep in mind that mockups don't even need to be very well thought through. This stage is all about making a broad strokes plan. The details typically get filled out during the wireframing stage. Essentially, what you need to show are what blocks of content or functionality you want to see on the screen and where. If we're talking about app mockups, you may want to create a few screens with key features that the app would have. How do I make my mockups? Please don't go over the top with your mockups. There's no need to create them in Photoshop, for instance, or any other complex software. They're only going to be used as a reference point to begin the planning process, so pouring excessive effort into them would be a waste of your time. You can find a number of easy to pick up and use online systems for mockup creation like Balsamiq or InVision app. Personally, I would recommend the simplest, fastest, cheapest solution. Grab a piece of A4 paper, draw a browser window or phone screen, and put sections or blocks of content within it. Take a picture of that with your phone and email it to your developer or designer to start the conversation. More about the app development process. If you want to read more about the app development process, check out my other articles about the full cycle of software development process in my intro to the topic of developing apps.